Okay. So, second. Okay. It should be completed already now. Okay, so there we're going to the old voice line explanation, Five Nights of Treasure Island. We're gonna continue off from where we left off by the face. And yeah, I hope you guys gonna enjoy this video. Oh no, not this video, this stream, sorry. But yeah, so without further ado, let's start with the face, I guess. Okay, let's see this. Let's hear this door. Let me actually fix the volume first. It should be good now. I should be able to hear.
Soul or souls trying to overlay one another.
Okay, here we go. Let's start.
Soul.
Start here.
These mean nothing either. They're just lat. Proving that the soul or souls are trying to overlay one another. So, here we go. Here is the face. This guy, thing I should say, it's, you can't make heads or tails of it. It's a regular Mickey costume. Well, regular is a very strong word. It's horribly disfigured. Horribly. I think he's had his legs cut off, his teeth basically ripped out, and also he's been horribly mutilated, both the face and the regular body.
He has it the most bad.
This line is directly to Jake, basically saying you will not be forgiven for what you have done to us, what you've done to the company, what you've made God do. He's just basically saying you will never be forgiven. It's kind of straightforward, this one. The lines do get a little bit more complicated.
No one be forgiven. He has the most anger from them all, I guess.
This line, I don't know what it means, but I believe this is. I don't know exactly what it means. I believe it does mean, though, that give me your eyes. He's saying that metaphorically. He's basically saying, look, I want to see things the way you see them. He wants a better life, basically. He wants to see things through another way. He wants to see life better, but he can't. So, that's what he means.
I feel like that's more of a threat because he's actually mad. When we give him our eyes, he doesn't really want to see the world that we see. He wants us to see his world and his anger. So give me your eyes. I feel like it's more like he actually wants the eyes. He wants to remove our eyes. He wants to make us blind, you know. So I'm really not sure about that, really. Because he is like one of the only animatronics that can see you. The rest are mostly blind. But he also, I think he lost his feet. So instead of losing his eyes, he lost his feet. I mean, they all lost something, but he didn't lose his eyes, and yet he wants to take our eyes. So, yeah, I don't know really, to be honest. Wait, actually, before we continue, just gonna check if this should be public. Okay, beautiful. Just checking. Okay.
This line also, a lot of the faces lines make sense. By what he means by you are trespassing in our prison. You are trespassing in this hell that you have opened.
Yeah.
That's what he means.
Okay, that sounds well.
Sorry about that. Basically, what he means by you had the chance to finish me, it literally means that. You had a chance to end him, to finish off his life. He didn't take it though for some reason. Jake did take it basically. He said, a lot of these lines are directly towards Jake. I think he only has one or two lines to. He only has one or two lines to God herself.
You have a chance to finish me. More like, yeah.
Again, this is Jake. He's basically saying, "Look, why did you do this? Why did you kill us and make us this way?" Now, I do know the answer, but I don't want to say it here. I'll explain that in the Jake video and also in the story.
You do it. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I feel like this one is more like this is as well like why did you not finish us off? Yeah. No, wait, I'm lost now. Wait. I think why did you do it? It also means like it means why did he? Why did you not? Let me think for a second. Why did you do it? So why did he do that to them? Why did he? Okay, this is why I'm playing game.
Much like the "I want your eyes" line, he basically means, "Look, I want your life. Your soul is mine. Your new is basically he's asking for, and he's basically saying, your life is now my new life." That is what he's saying.
Your eyes are mine. Yeah. He's like trying to take the light away from you.
Again, that kind of ties into the "why did you do it?" So he's basically saying, "I will not forgive you for what you have done to us."
Yeah, yeah. That's basically that's
But
straight
then he
on.
says this, which really confuses me.
Okay, let's see this. That's one.
Yeah, the next line that really confuses me, but basically that just literally means what it says. Save us all. He's basically saying, "Look, we want to be free. Just save us for fuck's sake." The next line though.
Savers could also indicate that he doesn't want to continue the fight anymore. He just wants to be gone. He just wants to be finished off, save it all. Maybe that's like the way because in the first start he's like anger, and then when he realized like it's getting us nowhere. Just then he's like, at least if you're gonna leave, just save us all with when you leave. Don't just leave us here and just go out of your way. Maybe that's like when he realized like we're not getting him. Just at least save us all. I think that's like the way what he's trying to say.
Does confuse me though. It does kind of flip his entire thing. Because half the time he's obviously angry at Jake, which he should be really. He has a right to be. Because obviously he had his life taken away from him. But this line though confuses me. I'll show you what I mean.
Yeah. Let's say.
Sorry about that. I keep
We are
forgetting how many lines
forgetting.
it is, but you'll see when we get there. But we have forgotten. He basically means we have been abandoned. We will never be remembered.
Yeah, I think that this line is like connected with the other line. Save us all, we are forgotten. That's basically like one sentence. That's like save us all, and we are forgotten. What's the next? Undying. Okay, let's see Undying
I
here.
genuinely thought it was on him. I genuinely forgot. But Undying, here's probably the most easiest one to explain. I won't pause until we get to the next character. I will turn the volume up.
Maybe like, huh? Is that
Turn it down a little bit just so you can hear it. Just so you don't have your ears popping out.
Wow, that's actually interesting. Maybe Undying is like he can't talk maybe, and he's just making those sounds like maybe because he's I don't know, but it could be because he doesn't open the mouth. Maybe his like mouth is glued in, so every time he's trying to talk, instead of talking, he's just like you know. So that sounds like, and then he's like just trying to maybe express himself by just the fucking by those sounds when he makes his mouth. Maybe like one of them is like mad, angry, but he can't talk, so we can't really get anything information out of it.
So basically, what they obviously Undying is a dead person in a Mickey costume. That is literally all Undying is.
Mm.
And those groans are basically him in pain. It is a male, by the way. His name originally was Henry before he was found. Hourglass. Where do I start with him?
Could be he's dead as well.
He is. I think it's a he. I'm not it. Let's go with it. It basically is a combination of all the suits except for Disembodied and Mortimer.
It's all good.
And all the lines are just repeats, so we'll just blast through these.
Okay.
Photo negative.
Wanna sit in my head, come on.
Oswald.
Oh, Oswald is in there.
Cephalus. You can hear like the intertwinings of each voice. Each voice is different, but has another voice trying to overlay it. It's very good how he did this. Impurity.
Like it.
Okay, here we go. This is Mother or God, Impurity, whatever you want to call her. She only makes one line.
Static noise sounds.
Wait for it.
It's here, my children.
That's all.
This line does confuse a lot of people when they first play through the game and they finish it. By "It's here, my children," she's basically saying, look, it's here, your salvation is here. Zeus, basically, your salvation has arrived. And by my children, she means the suits, the costumes, the souls.
Well, to be honest, when it says "it's here, my children," I actually initially thought it meant us. She tried to. I didn't say he. It's like trying like it doesn't actually see me as a human or treats Jake as a human. It sees him like as an insect. So it calls him "it's here," and then it's like my children. So like, it's here, my children. So we should attack. That's what I thought initially. Cause I don't know. It's here. It's like I feel like it's one. It is here, not it. They are here or the tunes are here. So it doesn't. I don't feel like that's maybe it suits. I think it's talking to either something or someone, but it's like I don't know. It just feels like it's just trying to say something else. It's like trying to indicate that something is here that they should take care of it. I don't. I really don't know exactly what this could mean, except like it means that we are here and it's time for like to do stuff or maybe something else. To be honest, I'm really lost in this one.
I believe that's all the noise she makes. We go on to Mortimer. Here it is.
Okay.
I will skip through this music.
Oh, that's the music. Okay. I can see why someone skipped out. Okay. Those normal sounds. Okay. See this one. Do not tell me. Somebody tell me about it.
All of Mortimer's lines, or Suicide Mouse,
Suicide
all
Mouse,
tie back to the creepypasta suicidemouse.ava. If you don't know what it is, pretty much this original original Waltz, which obviously Walt Disney, original cartoon. It was basically just a black and white mouse, based Mortimer pretty much, walking down the street looking a bit upset. It drags on for quite a while, but then for some reason the person who's I meant to like just make sure on it, he literally says real suffering is not known and kills himself. Basically means by how can you hear the screaming? Basically, can you hear the screaming of the souls that have been damned because of what he's watched? This one is Mortimer is an Easter egg in the game. He does kill you, obviously, and
yeah.
basically his lines do not tie to the abandoned by God or Disney, anything like that. He's tied to his own thing.
Oh,
Let's carry on.
I just thought when he said, "Can you hear the screaming?" means like I'm trying to hear them screaming, but I could be wrong. That's all. I don't think that's really, like that's really it.
He means by this basically the chaos, the hell that people watch this never stops. It will go on forever as long as this thing still exists. 'Cause he clearly is full of souls. You can hear it in his voice. It sounds like echoes of distort souls that
Wow, man, he's really deep.
damned to hell and want revenge. There we go.
Yeah, so I think he's more deeper than I thought.
Again, this is tied back to the cycle of the cycle of hell that he has made, or that Walt Disney has made.
Yeah, so it's like no matter even if it's already done, it's just still there. It's pain is still there. The suffering is still there, and he just can't. He doesn't want to take it anymore. Yeah, I can see.
This is what I was saying. That is what the person who is meant to report on what the suicidemouse.ava cartoon was about. He said real suffering is not known, and then killed himself. I believe it was he hung himself. I can't remember. Did he hang himself?
He's suffering.
It was either that or he shot himself. I can't remember exactly. But basically, it's true because the suicidemouse.ava is fictional. No idea. We still have no idea why the man killed himself. It was basically something that was so evil that it killed him. Pretty much, it made him kill himself.
Mm.
And that was it.
You can see that.
This kind of ties to the story as well. He's saying, look, now that you've returned, the gates of hell have opened. Now all the souls and suits are released to reenact their revenge. Also, notice on the screen how weird Mortimer looks. He looks like Mickey, but more of the hellish one. Look at that smile. That is exactly how he looks near the end of the suicidemouse.ava cartoon.
Yeah, I think the gates of hell are opened is also like you also like they're like they're so evil that they're gonna go to if they die they're gonna go to hell, but they can't go there because they're stuck on with the grief over what Jack did, and when he came back like the door opened because now if they take him out they can finally leave, and they probably have to go to hell because of the anger and the grief that made them stick there, that the whole suffering that they felt, but the suffering that they're probably gonna also bring out or brought out, maybe. Oh, this one.
Bring its viewers back in.
So I mean, the human mind has a tendency to look at things that are like traumatizing. When as soon as you see it once, you want to go back to it. It's almost addicting.
Yeah. So maybe also by hell, it means maybe the place, the office, when maybe this is better one when Jake came back, the hell door opened, so he like they saw him, so they like start attacking. So one of them attacked, and then the viewer, the other Amtronics or the other Tony, where they watched when they saw watched like Mickey first one attack him, then they started joining in. They started to bring the viewers in, which make them not the viewers but also an attackers as well. Maybe that's the idea of what he's trying to say. Maybe because like at the start they were like when we came in, we were Olive was attacked by Photo Mickey, which then led to them watching him and then joining in after all and not attacking me all at the same night. So maybe like they all was hesitating at first, except Mickey Way because he had like probably the most anger out of all of them because he didn't actually care about what happened to him. He really just wants to kill us. That's why he's like, hey, I want to see my head come off instead of anything else that has meaning. While all of them, even the most angry one, which who was the else angry one? I think it was Undying, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I'm not sure. Even the most angry one on us that was like insulting us or maybe threatening us, even he wasn't like as he didn't like he still cared of he still want to understand why this happened to him. But when like Mickey just completely didn't give a damn about anything and just attacked us, they watched him and they started joining in. Maybe that's why also maybe that's why like the order of when they joined in shows when they actually hell. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We were talking about the site of hell brings its viewers in, which I initially thought it meant so because the last one was if I,
Back to
if
it.
the last one
I
was
mean, the suicide.
the hell gates have been opened. You can see it also in the video, which basically means that as soon as we entered the Disney the office, the hell gate opened, and then when because Mickey is the first one who attacked us because he really didn't care about anything, the sight of hell brought us viewers in. So when they've watched him, Mickey fighting us, the rest joined in into the fight because they just I guess filled up the haters or something. But that's all. But it also makes sense why they don't attack us at the first night, all of them together, and just one by one, because they are watching the hell, or they're watching us, watching me trying to kill us, and they just joined in. Yeah, actually, I love him too. I feel this yeah.
Bring its viewers back in.
Let's see what he has to say.
So I mean, the human mind has a tendency to look at things that are like traumatizing. When as soon as you see it once, you want to go back to it. It's almost addicting.
Yeah, addicting watching
to
us.
explain.
I think that's the idea with this line. Oh. Oh. Is it lagging?
It's weird to explain,
Yeah.
but the human mind always, as soon as it sees something like scary or something, it will constantly go back to it for that adrenaline. It feels, and that's kind of what it means. It's basically saying, look, the sights of hell will always bring people back.
There is nothing.
This one's a bit of a weird line. I still personally have one theory on it, and it's basically saying there is nothing that can stop this endless cycle. There is nothing in. It's either that or it means there is nothing here. There is literally nothing but hell, or it means himself. There is nothing in me. I'm a soulless being. I have nothing to stand for, pretty much.
Yeah. I think also it's more like there is nothing to gain. There is nothing we get out of. There's just nothing. Like all of what we're doing is just there is nothing out of it. There is just nothing.
Mortimer's lines are very cryptic. I just want to point that out there. I know about halfway through how much. Nearly at the end, we will be going over the classic and the little, like, what's the word? Like the extra characters.
Next second, oh, you mean those?
You will never know the true feeling of suffering.
This line is true. He means literally there is nothing in the world that can be classed as true suffering. As there will always be something, there will always be at least one thing that will overpower suffering. And he has a point because a lot of suffering is fictional, like like control, like brainwashing. That's not real. That's just your mind. It's weird to explain, but he has a point.
Yeah, I can see that when you say like there is no true you will never know the true feeling of suffering. Yeah, I can see because like he's like okay, it's like yeah, okay, we can see it when it comes out. So in this one you never know it's true suffering is what did I want to say about it again? That that you will never know what true suffering is. It goes on to get that what you're experiencing right now, this the scare, the the scan is the panic or the suffering that you are feeling is nothing compared to us, and neither is our suffering. Is true suffering. So it's like you never know the true suffering. So our suffering is bad, but there's even worse suffering. So you never like it's just like the suffering. It just it is nothing compared to what we felt, but at the same time, like you will never know the true feeling of suffering. It's like it has multiple meanings. That there is always something worse, and yours is definitely not. Suffer. Yeah, I can't explain it, but I hope you get what I mean. Yeah, we can check it out. No problem.
I forgot what this guy doesn't mean anything. He's literally just an Easter egg.
I forgot. That one we
Pretty much
got
he was
killed.
basically like a golden, like a golden Freddy Easter egg almost.
Yeah, the suffering is endless, you know. Yeah, and your suffering will end. And it's just hard. It's just hard to explain because at the end of the day, it could also mean that if even if they kill him, they might be still stuck there suffering because it never ends. It never ends. It never ends. But his suffering is like endless, so you will never know the truth of suffering, because even your suffering will end in that way, in that direction.
We go on to the classic ones. These are like the extra characters that you can lock in the custom night, I believe. We get the classic Mickey Mouse, classic photo negative Mickey, and classic the face in the regular game. When it goes over to classic mode, we will go over some. We will go over the lot. These lines mean literally not. It's basically a similar thing to regular photo negative Mickey.
I feel like those lines tell us about Mickey himself, not about what he's trying to say, because those lines are like literally, like he said, it means nothing. But when it means nothing, it means that Mickey also doesn't really give a damn of what happened to him. He doesn't really care about what mother cared or not. He doesn't care if you left him or not. He doesn't care about anything. He really just wants to see you dead. He's just enjoying himself. You know, it feels like he really doesn't care about anything. He just wants to take it down. That's why his lines are just not even cryptic. It's just there. You want to see my head come up. He's just making fun. He's just enjoying himself. He's just basically entertaining himself by using you, by trying to scare you. And they're saying, "Want to see my head come off?" Instead of, "I thought you cared" and stuff like that. You know.
I just want to stop for just how nostalgic that is hearing that line again. I love the original Five Nights at Treasure Island just because of how interesting it was, basically taking Disney and flipping it on its head. I didn't even know about the creepypasta at the time. I've heard about the creepypasta. I looked into it and I loved it.
Yeah, yeah, and this is why I also find it interesting that the first animatronic that attacks you is Photo Mickey, because he actually really just doesn't care about anything, while on the other animatronic they actually kind of hesitate before they also attacked us. They took the time. For example, night one was only Mickey, and then night two somebody else joined. So you can see like really that Mickey just wants to entertain himself, while others they're actually thinking about what they should do. Like maybe Mickey's just like blindly going through stuff, while they all other can a bit think a bit.
I love the
This is
creepypasta.
interesting.
I love these games because Photonegon and Mickey, the guy who creates these, created the first one at least. He was an absolute genius. He was just so good. He was so full of like little Easter eggs, little bits of lore. He was very interesting. He could compare to Scott Cawthon. So, yeah. So let's carry on.
Was it the same things, the same lines?
Want to see my head come off?
You get these just laughs that mean nothing. I suppose I'm more surprised he actually lost his last when he became the newer one.
Yeah. Let's see what. Like a classic the
Face.
face.
I
Let's
don't
see.
think he actually makes any lines in this, so let's go.
Really? Is this it makes sounds? Ah yeah.
That was right.
I forgot about that. He really makes sounds.
Yep. Okay, mascot photo negative Mickey. This is a different Mickey.
Maybe that Mickey thing.
This one is what a lot of people would be to describe as the one from Abandoned by Disney, Alex. You'll see what I mean. You go. You can. That sounds exactly like the one. Look at him as well. He's got that little yellow tint to him, such as in what's it called? Just in the creepypasta. That's what a lot of people would see him as. He's basically a photo negative undying. And obviously, if you've never read the creepypasta, it literally is. That's pretty much what a lot of people would say is the photo negative Mickey.
They aren't. Yeah.
This line here makes sense. He's basically saying, "Welcome to my hell. Welcome to
my
this
yes.
hell," pretty much. So
Yeah,
it's
that's
kind of leads you guys one line. This line, I don't know what I think is just meant to be creepy, but he's basically saying, "Look, come play with us so we can have something to live for," pretty
This-
much. I believe, at least. I'm
Yeah.
not entirely sure.
This shows that really Mickey just wants to entertain himself. You know, I like to see your head come off. You know, he's just actually just entertaining himself. But like he just really wants to see you. Well, not see you. He doesn't really care about what happens to you. He really just want to enjoy himself. And if that means breaking you will give him entertainment, he will do it. That's kind of interesting.
This line means nothing. It's literally just threatening Jake to kill him, pretty much.
Yeah,
2 more minutes of this video.
it's like instead of saying I will get your head come off or I will cut your head come off, he would say I like to see your head come off. You know. So I would like it instead of I will do it. He's not doing it out of anger. He's doing it to entertain himself. It's just so interesting with him.
Okay, this is kind of, he's meant to keep some of his Mickey Mouse kind of things in him. So basically he's saying welcome to the happiest place on earth when it's actually hell.
For
He's
him,
still got some of that mascot, that greeter, that announcer personality in him.
it could be that, but I feel like he's like the most corrupt of them all. He actually enjoys being that. I think a bit enjoys, and he's entertaining himself. Why? That's why I call it the happiest place. Because he never said anything about why did he do this to us or we can't or anything in that sort. The only thing he said is like stuff that are threats, but are not even threats. Like I would like to and stuff like that, and I want to see my head come off. Like he is always like I want to, I like to instead of I will.
Willy. Okay, this one's weird. He means nothing, by the way.
Hi there. Hey, how you took it. He isn't nice.
That line there, he isn't nice. I don't know if he means the other character that like this similar character, Pete or Hourglass. I'm not sure.
I find also kind of interesting that all of the Mickeys, they don't actually say anything about abandonation and cared in anything. You know, all of them, the rest of them, always like most of them said, "You abandoned us. Why did you do this?" To except all of the Mickeys, where they all literally just say weird, like just weird or random stuff. Where is my hat? Who would say that? You know, that's the last thing they care about is the hat. The rest of them, the last thing they care. But Mickey, he cares about the hat because he doesn't really care anymore. I feel like, you know what I mean?
Where's oh.
It's like the most random things where the others try to express themselves. He really doesn't really care.
Pretty much, Willy is basically the Steamboat Willie guy. I don't really think he doesn't have any place in the world. He's just there thrown for an Easter. Same with Sparky. I believe he was the, like, you know, the Easter egg where like a lot of people said, oh, there's a dog animatronic in the back room. His lines mean nothing, so we'll just breeze through them.
Appear to actually pin off as an enemy with fun on that. Yeah. Well, even though you see them that they don't actually change anything, it still feels like, you know, because they still didn't express anything, and then it just feels like they're like all the same.
Hi there. My name is Sparky. Don't be scared of me. I just want to play ball. Please don't. Hi. Boo. Did I get you? Oh, wait. I don't think I was supposed to do that yet. There's no doors for you to close.
Yeah, I mean, he also like just enjoys the fucking on. I mean, even though they're not part of the story, they still feel like kind of a part of the story, which is fine. I find it also kind of cool.
Classic. There we go. We're on to the classic.
This guy, Donald Duck.
Now. So what I have to say is, good luck.
Good luck. Headphones, lower the volume. Oh wait.
So.
I hate this guy. I don't know why he's like this. I don't know why he's like this.
Let's go. Classic Oswald.
Bless your soul.
Oh my god.
Same thing with this one. A lot of characters' lines retain them from classic to new. So bless your soul again. We're not gonna go over that
Bless his soul.
Don't bless this one.
again.
Have mercy on us. I only ask for blessings.
This is what I was talking about. He's basically saying, "Look, I just want a blessing, God. Please let me be."
God. God. God.
He's basically
Yeah.
calling out to God in this. He's literally saying, "Look, God, where are you? I need you. I need your help. We need you."
They might be also connected. Like God, have mercy on my soul. Yeah, could also be very connected.
Where are you, God?
Again, God is mother or impurity. I just call her God because it's easy to remember.
Because she's the one
Carry
that
on,
makes
but
him like this.
This literally points out because he's just asking, "Where is she? Where can you be?"
Where did you leave us?
God. This is me.
Again, he's basically asking here for a blessing.
Yeah.
If you notice in the picture, you can't see his arms. He had them chopped off, pretty much, which we know again explains.
Please listen to me.
I know you hear this. Please bless me. Help me out here.
You just
Yeah,
want to
he's
leave.
basically just asking for a blessing and helping. Sorry.
Oswald is like the one who wants to leave the most. This the most saddest one from them all. Oswald, in my opinion, he's the one that actually just want to leave. He just want to end everything. So it feels sad. It's not like Mickey, where he just really doesn't care. He really cares about just ending this instead of killing us. He doesn't hold like grudges anymore. I don't think he holds. He just wants to leave.
Okay, I believe Cephalus has roughly the same lines. I can't remember exactly.
I think he doesn't say anything. No, I think he just makes sounds.
It sounds very weird.
Oh, maybe he does. Okay.
Yeah. So
This is
I believe this one's similar to I thought you cared pretty much. I believe it was
Yeah.
changed to I thought you cared, and I didn't realize that it was changed. Pretty much basically saying I think he's saying this to God or Disney. I can't remember exactly, but he's pretty much saying I thought you cared about me. I thought you loved me, and that.
I think this is more of Jake because of the next line. Did you leave me here? Would prove anything? I think that's like those two are connected to each other, which then like I thought you loved me. I thought, and then did you think leaving me here would prove anything? Like, do you think he's gonna like tell me anything with it, or it just I think connected with? Let's see. Take.
I believe this one is also to God, basically saying, "Look, why did you leave me? And what were you proving?"
Excuse me from like the tones, super angry and aggressive. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't. This line could be both. Could be good for the god and could also be for the Jake himself. It's difficult to see which one from them actually. If it's from one of the other, because this could mean that healing me or getting me back in this suit and just leaving me here will prove anything. Could also mean like Jake killing him, but could also mean that the god, reviving him and putting in the suit. So it's difficult to know which one he means exactly. So this is. I think this line was meant for both of them instead of one of them. Like they both want. He's trying to talk to both of them at the same time, maybe. Yeah, even this line, like this line, it could be for Jake, but it could be also for the god. Like I called for help, but you don't listen. Like you didn't listen. But this one, it feels like it's more for Jake, because I don't know. It's for both of them, like I said. But I feel like this one is more for Jake for some reason. I don't know.
Again, another one at God herself, as she is the one who has listened to Goofy, but heard Goofy, but didn't help.
That I'm still here. Even that works for both of them. For Jake, I am still here. I am still alive. For the tone, yeah. Even I'm still here. It's even the same thing. I'm still here. It could be from my Jake. I am still alive here, but it also could be mother. I am still here. You hear me out, Have a heart, please. That's the same thing. It could be from mother or Jake. Have a heart. Because for mother, have a heart. Do stuff, please. But also at the same time, Jake, have a heart. Please save me, It's just his lines are like connecting to each other to talk to the Jake and the mother. Like he's there. So like let's say like his feelings and memory and everything is maybe like overlapping, and he's like just lost. Who did what? Maybe that's the way. He doesn't know who killed him. Doesn't know who saved him. So he's like lost. I think because he can't differentiate between me and her anymore. Maybe it could be. I don't know.
Yeah, that line basically means, well, I'm still here, I'm still abandoned. This line does make sense to me. I'll explain why. A lot of people would read it, this type of this is meant to say, I have a heart. No, he's basically saying, look, have some mercy, have a heart in you. Just please help me. Because I believe that's it. So.
This is I'm scared.
So goodbye, guys. We'll sort this out another time.
I think that's all. Yeah. Yes. And okay. Yeah, I mean it's interesting. It's definitely interesting. It's weird though. It's weird seeing them like oh like you can see the different emotions with different all of them. Mickey who is really just either completely gone, memory lost, wiped out, and he's just following orders blindly like a bot. You know, he just doesn't know what he's feeling anymore, and just saying random lines that he had in his maybe memory or program, while the others are still awake, a bit awake. They still have or retain a little old memories, and they just to say, "Why do I exist?" or we are, or even interact with the player. I like your teeth and stuff like that. While Mickey just doesn't know anything, and there's also like Donna who can't even talk, and there's also that Undying I think it was who can't even speak. Either he's dead or it's just all over the line. It's just interesting. Nuts and angry. Yeah, yeah. They could be also that. They could also be programs. You know, like complete bots. You know, they're completely they have no memory anymore. They're just maybe just going on their instincts instead of anything. You know, for what I mean, Donald and the other way we don't know. Yeah, they're just like yeah, you can see the difference between them both. You can see the difference between them both groups, while some of them are a bit awake, and some of them are not. The problem is with Donald, we don't know what he's saying, so he could also not be saying anything. He could also be saying "save me," you know. So he's a bit different to decide. But Mickey, Face, they're both just I think mad. While Undying is. Undying, I don't think he made any. We couldn't understand him, but he could also be just nuts. While Impurity is literally half half, and the rest are just wanna escape. You know, it's just the game is very interesting. So that was the reaction here. Yep, that was the reaction here. And again, like Control by Mother. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like the Mickey, just Mickey is not. It's just when she revived, maybe like she tried to remove the memories from them, maybe, but she failed by some of them and succeeded by some of them. Yes, yes. So yeah, so maybe like she tried to remove the memory or something. She tried to do something to them to make them obedient or something, or maybe just Mickey is really just corrupted most of them. It's hard to say. It's all theories in the end, but you can see the difference between the both. One of them wanna escape, the other just wanna just enjoy it. It's just complex over, you know. It's just hard to say, to be honest. It's hard to say. It's definitely hard to say. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Let's do it the old way then. Fine. Wait. FN. It's hard to see. This building is so small. 1 second. Okay. Did I type it correctly? Oh wait, no, that's Y. Oops. Z. No. This one? This could also maybe tell us more. Remastered. Open it here, not now.
When the stakes are high at work, your tone matters. Grammarly's advanced tone suggestions can help.
It's one of the three. It's one with the 3 mouse. It's the one with the 3 mouse. You mean this one? With the oh no, this one. Okay, I got the wrong one. It's the one with the 3 mouse. That's what I think it is. Yeah. Okay, fine. It's probably the remastered one. Okay. Got them the headset. Although I probably cannot hear it all because of copyright problems. So I'll probably have to end it in the middle. Zimbabwe. Okay, I have to stop it here. I'm sorry about that. I can't hear send it to all because of copyright problems, but yeah, it's not. It's great actually. I need to hear it though. So, home when I'm alone. I don't want to. I don't want to risk it with getting copyright claimed. You know, I don't know the stream policy right now, so I can't really watch it to that. But yeah. So the reaction was it's very interesting, definitely very interesting. It tells about a lot about the M-Tonics. So yeah, I'll probably end the stream here. And tomorrow we're gonna do another game. If you have any games, I'll probably send on the community post and you can send me the name of the game. Then we can check out. We can do another let's play on another game. So yeah, yeah. So you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed. With my theories, they're not probably as good, but they still like kind of mean stuff. Well, I didn't really think it's interesting that like that they have that some of them have different emotion than others. You know, you can see them all. It could be it's just really interesting to me. So yeah, so I'm gonna end the stream here. So if you enjoyed it, just leave a like. If there's any new one, he subscribed for new streams, and yeah, and I see you guys in the next stream. I guess next stream will be probably let's play if that's what we want, guys. Probably yes. Of course, I'll probably try to find tomorrow. Yes, I'll send the community post. You can always just go on my channel and you can find it there. You can always apply anytime. Go, and if you don't, probably then I probably have to. I'm gonna probably search some FNAF fan game. If you don't find anything, just go FNAF fan games, and then I'll just choose one probably. Choose one and then we play it. Okay, dude. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I'll see you guys.